If you've ever walked into a room and felt the energy shift, not because you said a word but just because of your presence, you're not imagining things. You carry something rare, something powerful, something that unsettles people who aren't aligned with you. This isn't about ego, it's about energy. You are a chosen one. And chosen ones don't just exist, they impact. Sometimes that impact makes people uncomfortable, not because you've done anything wrong, but because your light exposes what they're still hiding in the dark. So if this message found you at the exact moment you needed it, if your spirit knew before your mind did that this was divine timing, I want you to type 1111 in the comments right now for divine alignment and blessings. And if you feel seen by what you hear today, hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications. This isn't just content, it's confirmation. Let's get started. 1. People act nervous around you. You walk into a room and something shifts, the air thickens, conversations pause, people fidget, glance sideways, or suddenly become overly polite. It's not that you're doing anything, it's who you are. Your presence is truth in a world addicted to illusion. People can sense when someone sees through the surface, and whether they realize it or not, they feel your frequency before you ever speak. It's not arrogance, it's alignment. And that alignment exposes everything around it that's fake, fragmented, or fearful. So, when people start acting strange around you, don't take it personally. They're not reacting to you, they're reacting to what's being revealed through you. Your vibration holds a mirror, and not everyone is ready to see what's in it. You don't have to expose lies with words, your aura already does. That silent clarity, that grounded presence, it rattles people who are used to hiding behind masks. Let them be uncomfortable. You were never meant to blend in. 2. You're often misunderstood. You speak with intention, clarity, and depth, but somehow people twist your words. They project their assumptions, their pain, and their confusion onto your truth. You could say something neutral, even kind, and it still gets met with resistance or misinterpretation. That's not a reflection of your communication skills. It's a sign that your vibration is beyond their level of comprehension. You're not misunderstood because you're unclear. You're misunderstood because you're different. People who live on the surface will never understand someone who moves from the soul, and that's okay. Don't waste your energy explaining your essence to those committed to misunderstanding it. The more you elevate, the more misaligned interpretations will fall away. You weren't meant to be decoded by everyone, only by those who are aligned enough to meet you at your depth. Keep speaking your truth. The right ones will hear you, not just with their ears, but with their spirit. 3. You attract haters without trying. You could be minding your business, focused on your growth, and still, here come the haters. It's not about what you're doing wrong, it's about what you're doing right. Your very existence confronts the parts of people they've been avoiding. Your confidence highlights their insecurity, your discipline exposes their laziness, your peace reminds them of the chaos they've accepted as normal. And instead of using that reflection to grow, they aim to dim your light. But understand this. People rarely attack what isn't shining. If you weren't a threat, they wouldn't speak. So when the envy shows up, when the passive aggression slips in, when the fake compliments come with side eyes, remember, it's not about you. It's about the mirror you unintentionally hold up. Let them talk, let them hate. That's their path. You're too focused on purpose to be distracted by noise. 4. People try to compete with you when you're not competing. You're not chasing accolades, you're not interested in the spotlight. You're walking your unique path, guided by something bigger than ego. And yet, people around you keep turning everything into a race. They mimic your moves. They try to outdo you. They subtly compete, not because you're competing, but because your authenticity unsettles their performance. Your peace exposes their thirst for attention. Your purpose exposes their need for applause. Understand, people who measure their worth externally can't comprehend someone who doesn't play the game. Your lack of comparison is intimidating. It reveals just how deeply they crave validation. Don't fall into their traps. You were not built for comparison, you were built for calling. Stay in your lane, walk with purpose. You'll always stand out when you're not trying to. 5. You get excluded from groups. You're not always invited. Sometimes you're left out, passed over, or even ignored. It can sting until you realize it's not rejection, it's protection. Your spirit doesn't blend because it's not meant to. You weren't created to fit into spaces that dilute your power. You weren't sent here to blend in. You were born to shift atmospheres. That means walking alone sometimes. That means being misunderstood, misjudged, or labeled too much. But your isolation is often divine insulation. It separates you from distractions and prepares you for elevation. Where others seek popularity, you seek purpose. Where others follow crowds, you follow calling. And that scares people who need numbers to feel valuable. Don't chase the invite. If a space cannot hold your full truth, it's too small for your destiny anyway. Let the door close. You're not missing out. You're being set apart. 6. People confess things to you out of nowhere. You meet someone, and within minutes they're telling you their childhood wounds, their biggest regrets, or the things they've never told a soul. You didn't ask, you didn't probe, but something about your presence disarms them. That's not random, that's spiritual. Your energy is sanctuary. Your vibration says, truth is safe here. You don't carry judgment, you carry understanding. And that makes people drop their walls. This is a sacred gift, but it's also a sacred responsibility. You're not just a safe space, you're a mirror, a light, a healing frequency. People feel seen in your presence. And while that may overwhelm you at times, remember, they're not choosing you. Their spirit is recognizing the divine within you. Honor that, guard it, but don't dismiss it. You're not just a person, you're a vessel. And the world needs more of that kind of light. 7. You make people feel exposed without saying a word. You can be completely silent, and still, people get defensive. They fidget, they start over-explaining, they feel seen. That's because your energy doesn't need to speak to confront what's hidden. Your stillness reveals. Your calmness exposes chaos. Your presence highlights what people have tried to bury. And that can be terrifying to someone not ready to face themselves. You don't have to judge or criticize. Just being you makes things come to the surface. That's power, and it's spiritual. You're not a threat, you're a revealer. And while that may make others uncomfortable, it's not your job to shrink. Let them feel what they feel. You weren't sent here to coddle egos. You were sent here to wake spirits. 8. You keep getting attacked spiritually or emotionally, but you don't break. The warfare has been real. You've been through things that should have broken you: betrayals, heartbreaks, spiritual attacks, emotional collapses, and yet, you're still standing. That's not luck, that's calling. Chosen ones aren't protected from pain, they're built to endure it. And what people don't understand is that every storm only sharpened your discernment. Every loss became fuel. Every attack became a lesson. You've been hit repeatedly, but you never stayed down. And that resilience? It scares people. It confuses them, because you weren't supposed to rise again. And yet you did. Stronger, wiser, clearer. People who've never had to fight for their soul won't understand your depth. But don't shrink your testimony. Your endurance is divine. You don't break, you transform. If you recognize these signs, you're not crazy, arrogant, or imagining things. You're spiritually awake. You're chosen. And that comes with weight and with power. Stop apologizing for your light. Stop shrinking to fit into spaces that were never meant to hold someone like you. This is the Chosen Seer channel. If this message hit home, type 11 to 11 in the comments to lock in that divine alignment. And if you know you're not just here to exist, but to shift the atmosphere, make sure you subscribe. This is your confirmation. Keep walking, keep shining. You're not too much. You're exactly what this world needs. Thank you for watching.